In the annals of biblical history, the tale of Absalom stands as a poignant illustration of ambition, betrayal, and the enduring power of love. Born into the royal lineage of King David, Absalom was a man of unparalleled charm and physical beauty, qualities that swiftly propelled him into the public eye. His popularity, however, was not merely a product of his outward appearance. He possessed a charismatic personality and a natural aptitude for leadership, qualities that resonated deeply among the Israelites. As Absalom's star rose, so did his sense of entitlement and his conviction that the throne of Israel rightfully belonged to him. His resentment towards his father, King David, festered, fueled by the perceived favoritism shown towards Amnon, David's eldest son. This resentment reached a boiling point when Amnon, driven by lust, violently raped Tamar, Absalom's beautiful half-sister. David's response to this heinous act was one of inaction and grief, prompting Absalom to seek justice for his sister himself. After 2 years of simmering anger, he orchestrated a cunning plan to avenge Tamar's suffering. Under the guise of a celebratory feast, Absalom lured Amnon and his closest companions into a secluded garden, where he ordered his servants to murder Amnon in cold blood. This act of vengeance, albeit justified, marked a turning point in Absalom's life. His moral compass had deviated, replaced by a thirst for power and an insatiable ambition to usurp his father's throne. He fled Jerusalem, seeking refuge in Geshur, a distant kingdom, where he spent 3 years in exile, brooding over his perceived injustices. Joab, David's wise and loyal general, recognized the danger Absalom posed to the kingdom. He recognized that Absalom's talents and charisma could be harnessed for the good of Israel if he could be persuaded to reconcile with his father. Through a series of carefully orchestrated ploys, Joab managed to convince David to grant Absalom clemency and allow him to return to Jerusalem. Absalom's return was not one of humility and repentance. He had not forsaken his ambition to rule, and he began to gather support for a rebellion, slowly undermining David's authority. He amassed a formidable army, and his popularity among the Israelites grew, fueled by his charisma and his perceived grievances against David. The inevitable clash between David and Absalom came to a head in the Battle of Ephraim's Wood. As the armies clashed, Absalom, mounted on his mule, found himself entangled in the branches of a giant oak tree. His head became trapped, leaving him suspended precariously in the air. Joab, ever the astute warrior, saw an opportunity to strike down the rebellious prince without endangering David's sons. With a swift blow of his spear, he brought Absalom down, ending his life and the rebellion he had sown. David, upon hearing the news of his son's death, was overcome with grief. Despite Absalom's treachery and the danger he posed to the kingdom, David's love for his son was unwavering. His heart-wrenching lament, "O Absalom my son Absalom! Would God I had died for you, Absalom my son, my son." 2 Samuel 18 verse 33, echoed the profound bond between father and son, a bond that transcends even the darkest of betrayals. The story of Absalom serves as a cautionary tale, warning against the destructive nature of unrestrained ambition and the perils of seeking power at the expense of familial ties. It also underscores the importance of forgiveness, the ability to let go of anger and embrace reconciliation, even in the face of grave betrayal. And above all, it reminds us of the enduring power of love, a love that transcends the boundaries of human frailty and imperfection, a love that even death cannot extinguish.